just some things in this world that just really just annoy you. I was sitting on, wow, okay, mental spasm. Sitting on a seat, this little mini-van tour bus type thingy, and I took out my phone because I got a text message, and so therefore I'm going to reply to the text message. There's one person on this side, there's one person on the, you can't see my hands. There's one person on this side, there's one person on this side, and they're both sitting there and we're both just minding our business. No one's really talking to each other. There's not really any conversation going on. But I whip out my phone and I get ready to reply to the text message. I put in my passcode, everything, and all of a sudden I feel breathing on my left side. And I'm just like, what? Okay, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I just kind of like lean away and then I just keep my phone out and then I go into my message and I'm starting to type and all of a sudden I can see the person's hair just like right here in my face. What are you doing? No, you can't do that. I don't have anything to hide, I really don't. But there is such a thing as personal space and privacy. And right now, this person was invading my privacy. She's just like right here, like looking at my text, like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm just like, okay, no, please stop it. Okay. It's like, I don't know how to like awkwardly be like, okay, don't. Because I didn't want to turn my phone away because then it seems like I have something to hide, right? But at the same time, just because I don't have something to hide doesn't mean I want you to stare right at my screen because, you know, who knows? Don't look at my phone screen. Another thing I just realized today that really bothers me, I was sitting in church and we were sitting in the pews for the adult choir. Sitting there, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about actually. I'm sitting there and everything's good and quiet. The priest is talking. All of a sudden I hear a right behind me and I'm just like, it sounded so gross. Sniffling is the most disgusting sound that you can have coming into your eardrum. It's so gross and so sniffly and nasty, and especially if it's like a wet sniffle where you can like hear all this snot like moving around in your nostrils. It's just, ew! It's so gross. You guys ever feel like that? Like, did you just ever sit in like a classroom or in a lecture hall or things like that and you just hear someone sniffle and you're just like, that's nasty. I didn't realize that it bothered me so much until today when this old man was sitting behind me and he just sniffled like extremely loud. I'm obviously not a mean person. That actually raises another issue I want to bring up, so I guess I'm not done. Guys, if you're talking to someone, don't text. Don't text. Don't go on Facebook. No. I just think that's one of the most rudest things you could do. If I'm talking to you, just picture it here. You're right here. If I'm talking to you right now, don't you just think it's the rudest thing when you just whip out your phone and decide, okay, I'm gonna text while I'm talking to you? That means you're not being a good listener. That means you're not fully engaged with the conversation. And it's like, you're supposed to be talking to me. I thought that I'm the priority right now. But instead you're just like, oh, I think I'll go on Facebook and browse. I mean, obviously if it's a text from your mother saying that she's bleeding to death on the kitchen floor, yeah, check your phone, okay? Don't reply back to the text at that moment if you already know that it's a text that's, you know, that's not that important right now. It's like one of your friends being like,
oh my god, I just spilled Kool-Aid all over my slippers. Can you buy me some new ones? Yeah, buddy, my birthday's coming up.
Don't reply to that, okay? Talk to your friends, be engaged in conversation because likely they would do the same for you. And if they don't, that means they're not a good person, but you could be the bigger person and just don't text or go on Facebook while you're talking to people. That's all. That's all. I'm done now. You can leave. Bye. Oh, that was a nasty one. Gross.